Hello. This is video 0 for Computer Science CS1 in Module 5. Those modules just keep on coming, don't they? This is the intro computer science class for the major, for the minor, GE, perhaps your one and only. It is sort of a myth-busting class, at least in my mind it is. You might come in, especially if you've had a few programming classes in high school, thinking, programming, you know that, you know computer science. I'm going to try to bust that myth for you. We'll be looking at all kinds of things. It'll feel kind of like a computer science smorgasbord up in here. We'll do some real low-level stuff, some real high-level stuff, and some in between. But that's not what this video is about. This is a meta video. This is a video about all the other videos. And what do I mean by that? Well, I'm going to try to talk about things like how you can be successful in this class. I'm going to call these my helpful, no, not helpful household hints. That's, even though we are in a household here, huh? These are keys to success. I like that better. Keys to success number 1. This course is asynchronous. Bet that's a word you never heard before. It means not synchronous. It means it's not, we're not going to always be together in Zoom like you might be in some of your other classes. This is videos online, YouTube videos. YouTube video lectures, L-E-C-T-U-R-E-S. I don't know why, but lectures is not a very appealing word to me. It's YouTube snippets of entertainment for your enjoyment while you are learning computer science. And for the most part, they're going to be 10 minutes to 20 minutes long with an average of about 15. Funny how that works out, huh? But the YouTube video lectures are the primary text for this course. What that means is, if you want to succeed, you've got to watch the videos. There's just not any way around it. There's not any shortcut. The videos are where all the new material will be presented for this course, including everything you need to know about the lab assignments and the program assignments and the tests and everything else. My dogs, you might even get to meet my dogs because they occasionally will disrupt the video and I'll have to stop and scold them a little bit. So that's something to watch out for. What else? Watch the video so that you know what's going on. Take notes. I know this is a very sort of strained, stressful environment where everybody is remote and we're all kind of dialing into our classes rather than gathering en masse and learning from each other. I'm sorry about that. There's nothing I can do about that. But if you do take notes, that will emulate the classroom experience. And not only that, studies have shown, 4 out of 5 did a survey, say if you take notes, if you actually make a physical connection like that of writing down what you see in the videos, you are make a stronger mental connection to it. You're not being quite as passive as you would be otherwise. In other words, there's a big difference between just watching a TV show and studying a TV show and taking notes on that, like you're going to be tested on it in your TV watching class. Boy, that would be cool, wouldn't it? Take a TV watching class. Think of this class that way. I mean, this is a YouTube watching class. So you can take notes on your videos. I haven't motivated you well enough. Well, let's see. You can watch the videos if you want when there is a test. It's a test by the nature of this class are open notes, open internet, open everything, including open YouTube videos. Except you're not going to have time to go back and watch 10 hours worth of videos on YouTube if you didn't watch them already for the test. Yeah, oh, that's just silly. I take that back. I back this up. Maybe I won't even post this video, who knows. But what else? More motivation. Here's a motivator. The bottom line, your notes are part of your grade. You got to turn in your notes every Wednesday night and every Saturday night of the videos that have been assigned that week. And they do count as part of your grade. They are demonstration to me that you did, in fact, watch the video. I'll figure that out anyway. If you don't watch the videos, you're not going to know how to do the programs. You're not going to pass the tests. There, go ahead and get that out of the way. That's why you got to watch the videos. You got to do that to be successful. Keys to success in this class. Man, I made a long speech about that. And that's only bullet point number 1. There are not a lot of bullet points. Don't get all worked up. 2, check your email. And by email, I mean your transient address. I've been around the block a couple of times already now in the module system and doing this remotely. And some people, maybe you're one of them, have 4 or 5 different Gmail addresses, because I can get 4 or 5 different addresses from on emails from the same person. I'm only going to be sending things to your transient email address. Things, little post-it note type things, have a nice day, all that. Oh, I might do that, I don't know. I doubt that I'll have time. Why? Because I'm going to be busy sending to your email announcements about the class, the assignments in the class, the tests will be distributed via email. In other words, email for this class is our primary communication channel. This is kind of a bare bones. You know, for a computer science class, it's pretty bare bones technologically. YouTube for the presentation of material, email for communication, Zoom, we are going to be using Zoom for our class meetings, and that's pretty much it. That's the bottom line technology, because we all have easy access to that, or at least I hope we do, and we all have that in common. So check your email, I'd say at least once daily, to see if something about this class comes out. If you are afraid that maybe you've gotten so much email that something slipped by, it scrolled off the screen and you missed it, then all you got to do, I will always remember, I will always remember to start the subject with CS1124, the official number of this class, CS1124 : I can visualize it right now. So if you know how to do an advanced search in Gmail and you put that as the subject line, you will see every single email communication you've gotten from me this entire module. All assignments, all labs, all programs, all example programs, all the other stuff, all tests. They will all fall in line there under CS1124 as the subject line. So check your email. That's how you get stuff. 3. Maybe this should have started off as number 1. Doesn't involve necessarily any special technology. Make a schedule. Please, oh please, oh please. Where's that soapbox? Well, I don't have the soapbox to stand on and make a sermon, so maybe I could just get on my knees and beg, please make a schedule for this class. And you've figured this out already. We're in Module 5, for crying out loud. Everything is going at twice the speed and half the time. Yeah, tell me about it. What that means is you have got to become, if you're not already, a time management expert. You have got to plot out blocks of time in your daily, at least weekly calendar that you are going to spend on this class. And I'll throw a bone to the other professor as well. Your other class, you'll probably want to schedule time for them as well. That's their problem. My problem is I want you to schedule time for this class, specific times when you are going to be watching the videos or working on the programs or dedicating something to this class. And maybe you're an excellent student already and you've kind of gotten by on your smarts and your good looks and everything. Congratulations for that. But if you decide, well, you know what, I shouldn't have to schedule, I'll get to it. I'll get around to it. I'll watch those videos when I get the time. Here's a little secret just between you and me. You're never going to get the time. If you wait till you get around to it, you will never get around to it. It's got to be on the schedule. Why? Because things are moving by at twice the speed and half the time. If you get behind in this class, I can give you references. If you get behind in this class, it's next to impossible to catch up, if not absolutely impossible. Why so? Well, the material keeps moving on at a sprint pace. And now, not only do you have to keep up with the new material that's coming out at a sprint pace, you've got to catch up with old material that you missed. You're doing twice the work twice. So that's 4 times the work, if I do the math correctly. Is that right? Something like that. It's just a nightmare. You don't want to put yourself in that position. Don't get behind in the class. Keep up. I think turning in the notes on Wednesday night, Saturday night, if you do that religiously to get your full credit for part of your grade, then that'll kind of automatically take care of itself. But time management skills, you know, that's just part of being successful in the module system in general. This is part of what college does for you. It trains you to be an adult. You got to kick your own butt. You got to practice and hone your adulting skills so that you can make yourself do stuff that you don't always want to do. That's the signal that you're an adult. You can make yourself do things you don't want to do, and you can get along with people that you don't like. The second part, you don't have to worry about that because we're all social distancing at home. So half of being an adult is taken care of automatically for you. How cool how that works out. Let's see, more technology. We've got email, we've got YouTube, Zoom. I'll blend that into email. I won't even write that on the board. But there will be one required face-to-face, so to speak, Zoom class meeting that you are required to attend. That's when we will talk about the stuff that you've watched in the videos. Another way to keep you honest and keep me honest about it. But you've watched the videos, we discuss them on Zoom. I will have questions and I will ask you questions. And you can, I don't know, you can risk public humiliation if you want by not watching any of the videos, not knowing any of the answers. Not that you'd be humiliated. I'm not going to intentionally humiliate anybody, of course not. But you will want to watch the videos so that you know what we're talking about. And the question and answers are actually kind of loaded. Not only are they review kind of outline of the videos, they are also sort of a prelude into what you're likely to see in the next program assignment and the next test. So it's not just for fun and games. It's not just a rap Zoom session. Maybe it is. It's fun. Think of it as fun. Then maybe it won't be a drudgery for you. But we'll have Zoom emails once, not Zoom emails, Zoom class meetings once a week. I have Zoom office hours that'll be in my syllabus. By the way, the syllabus is attached to this email down below. Read through that, please, before the class meeting at 9 o'clock sharp Wednesday morning, so that if you do have questions about it, you can bring them up during that Zoom meeting, and I'll clarify things like office hours and grading policies and all those other technical details. That's what we'll do our first class meeting, as you'll find out. Okay, YouTube videos, check your mail, make a schedule. What else is there? Oh, number 4, don't stress out. Don't let this module system get to you. You should be budding experts by now, or at least getting the hang of things. I mean, this is the new normal, at least for now. Maybe we'll go back to the old normal, and then that will be the new normal. But for the moment, this sort of remote business of classes online and all that other stuff, that's the new normal. I tell you what, if my evaluation people are not just trying to butter me up, I guess it wouldn't do any good. The grades have already been turned in by then. But a lot of people seem to think this asynchronous thing, that's a good idea. These videos that I keep hitting at so hard all the time, you can watch those anytime you want. I don't know when you watch them. You can watch them over and over if you want to. You can watch them at 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 2 o'clock in the morning. You can bunch them together if your schedule only allows you to work on this class maybe 2 hours a day, every other day, whatever. Then you can bunch up watching videos, a bunch of them in a row, take notes on all of them. You can spread them out any way you want. You don't have to hit a mark in a classroom at a specific time during the day. So there's an advantage to actually having this asynchrony. Big fancy word for us. It just means you can do it in your own time, in your leisure time that you've scheduled for this class because you have a schedule. I know you do now, because that was my bullet point number 3. So there's no reason to stress out. You can do this if you keep up. Here are the real keys. If you keep up and do all these things, you will be successful in this class. If you get behind, oh no, heaven forbid, then you got to get in touch with me. I'm sitting there staring at the screen waiting for somebody to show up when I open my Zoom office hours, and that is drop in. Anybody can come in. Come on, come all. If you would rather make sure that you have my exclusive attention and nobody else is going to drop in on us while we're talking, then I'm open for appointments. I don't go anywhere except Kroger and the eye doctor. I got the eye doctor thing tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. I hope it doesn't make me late for class. I don't think it will. But that's the only place I've ever gone in the last year. Clearly not to the barbershop. But let me know when you want to come by. And as long as I'm not doing anything else, probably not, maybe walking the dogs. As long as I'm not doing anything else, then we can meet on Zoom anytime. And we can discuss old material, we can discuss new material, we can discuss what you need to know for the program. We can review things that were fuzzy about the test or whatever. All I'm saying in a very roundabout, very verbose way is I'm here to assist you, as is the tutor for this class. I forgot the exact times, twice a week at night. I think it's 7 and 9 o'clock. We'll discuss that during our first Zoom meeting and get that all ironed out. Perry Sykes is the name of the tutor, if you want to make a note of that right now, get the jump on things. And also, I know Old Morrison is just packed with people that are dying to assist you with other sorts of problems you might be having. If the module system is just getting to you and you're just exhausted and worn out, I'm sorry, I feel your pain, I tell you. But there are counselors, your advisor, there are all sorts of resource sources that you can check in with. You do not have to suffer in silence, you do not have to suffer alone. You can get assistance and you can keep up and you can do this and you can make a good grade in my class. You can make a good grade in your other class. I know you can do it. Just like I said, you've got to practice those adulting skills. And if I've left anything out, then I'll try to remember to say it tomorrow morning. But that's the end of our show. I didn't even have to erase the board to make more space. Very unusual here. So Zooming soon. I'll see you online.